Success is often imagined as a single, life-changing moment, but in reality, it is built quietly through a series of small, consistent actions that shape who you become over time. The idea of micro-wins is simple yet incredibly powerful. Instead of waiting for a major breakthrough, you focus on achieving small, meaningful victories every single day. These wins might seem insignificant at first: waking up on time, completing a short task, sticking to a plan for just 1 hour, but each one sends a signal to your mind that you are capable, disciplined, and moving forward. Over time, these signals accumulate and begin to reshape your self-image, which is the foundation of confidence. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, this approach aligns closely with the idea that your subconscious mind responds to repeated thoughts and actions. When you consistently create small successes, you are effectively programming your mind to expect progress and achievement. This expectation then influences your behavior, making it easier to take on bigger challenges without fear or hesitation. The beauty of micro-wins lies in their accessibility. Anyone can start, regardless of their current situation or skill level. You do not need perfect conditions or extraordinary talent. You only need a willingness to begin small and remain consistent. As you stack these small victories, something remarkable happens. Your belief in yourself starts to grow naturally, without force or pressure. You begin to trust your ability to follow through, which reduces self-doubt and increases motivation. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by large goals, you break them down into manageable steps, making progress feel achievable and sustainable. This creates a positive feedback loop where each completed action fuels the next one, building momentum that becomes difficult to stop. Over time, what once felt like effort turns into habit, and what once felt like doubt transforms into quiet confidence. You also become more aware of your progress, learning to appreciate growth rather than perfection. This shift in perspective is crucial because it keeps you moving forward even when results are not immediately visible. By focusing on what you can do today, rather than worrying about the entire journey, you stay grounded and consistent. Micro-wins also teach patience, reinforcing the understanding that lasting success is not rushed but cultivated. As days turn into weeks and weeks into months, the accumulation of these small efforts leads to significant transformation, both internally and externally. You begin to notice changes not only in what you achieve, but in how you think, act, and respond to challenges. Confidence becomes less about proving yourself to others and more about trusting yourself in any situation. This is the true power of micro-wins. They quietly build a strong, resilient mindset that supports long-term growth and fulfillment. Another powerful aspect of the micro-win approach is how it transforms the way you perceive challenges and setbacks, turning what once felt like obstacles into opportunities for progress. Instead of viewing failure as something negative or discouraging, you begin to see it as part of the process, a small step within a much larger journey. This shift in mindset is essential because it removes the pressure to be perfect and replaces it with a focus on consistent effort. When your goal is to achieve small wins each day, even imperfect action counts as success, and this keeps you moving forward without hesitation. Inspired by the philosophy of Dr. Joseph Murphy, the repetition of these small, positive actions gradually conditions your subconscious mind to accept growth, resilience, and persistence as your natural state. As a result, you no longer rely on bursts of motivation to get things done. Instead, you build a steady rhythm of progress that becomes part of your identity. This is where the true transformation happens, not in dramatic moments, but in the quiet discipline of showing up for yourself day after day. Over time, you begin to notice that tasks which once felt difficult or intimidating start to feel manageable, even routine, because your mind has been trained to approach them with confidence rather than doubt. Micro-wins also strengthen your emotional resilience by helping you stay grounded in the present moment. Rather than worrying about future outcomes or dwelling on past mistakes, you focus on what you can accomplish right now, and this sense of control reduces stress and anxiety. Each small victory becomes proof that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, reinforcing a mindset of calm determination. In addition, tracking your micro-wins creates a visible record of progress, which can be incredibly motivating during times when you feel stuck or uncertain. Looking back at what you have already achieved reminds you that growth is happening, even if it feels slow. This awareness encourages you to keep going, knowing that every small step matters. Another important benefit is how micro-wins improve your consistency, which is often the missing link between goals and results. Many people start strong but lose momentum because they set expectations that are too high or unrealistic. By keeping your focus on small, achievable actions, you remove the barrier of overwhelm and make it easier to stay committed over the long term. This consistency compounds over time, leading to outcomes that far exceed what you might expect from such simple beginnings. As you continue practicing this approach, you begin to develop a deeper sense of self-trust, knowing that you can rely on yourself to take action regardless of circumstances. This trust becomes the foundation for greater ambition, allowing you to set bigger goals without fear because you understand the process required to achieve them. Ultimately, the micro-win strategy is not just about productivity or success. It is about becoming a person who believes in their own ability to grow, adapt, and succeed, one small step at a time. A deeper benefit of embracing micro-wins is how they quietly reshape your identity, guiding you to see yourself as someone who consistently follows through, no matter how small the action may seem. Identity is not formed in a single moment. It is built through repeated behavior, and every small action you take becomes evidence of who you are becoming. When you commit to achieving micro-wins each day, you are sending a clear and consistent message to your mind that you are reliable, disciplined, and capable of growth. Over time, this repeated evidence replaces limiting beliefs and self-doubt with a stronger, more empowering self-image. This concept closely aligns with the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, who emphasized that the subconscious mind accepts what you repeatedly impress upon it. By focusing on small, achievable successes, you impress positive patterns into your subconscious, making confidence and progress feel natural rather than forced. As this identity begins to take shape, you no longer need to rely on external validation or motivation, because your actions themselves become proof of your ability to grow. You start to trust your process, understanding that each small step is contributing to something much larger, even if the results are not immediately visible. This trust creates a sense of inner stability, allowing you to remain focused and consistent even during uncertain or challenging times. Instead of becoming discouraged by slow progress, you recognize it as part of a steady and reliable path forward. Micro-wins also help you develop a stronger sense of awareness, encouraging you to notice and appreciate the effort you put into your growth. In a world that often emphasizes big achievements and instant results, it is easy to overlook the importance of small steps, but learning to value these moments changes your entire perspective. You begin to measure success not only by outcomes, but by the actions you take each day, which gives you a greater sense of control over your progress. This shift reduces frustration and helps you stay motivated, because you are no longer dependent on distant goals to feel accomplished. Instead, you create a daily experience of success that reinforces your commitment and keeps your momentum alive. Another important aspect of this approach is how it encourages patience and long-term thinking. Rather than rushing toward results, you learn to trust the process of gradual improvement, knowing that consistency will eventually lead to meaningful change. This mindset allows you to stay committed even when progress feels slow, because you understand that every small effort is building towards something significant. Over time, these efforts compound in ways that may surprise you, leading to breakthroughs that once seemed out of reach. What makes this transformation truly powerful is that it is sustainable, built on habits and behaviors that you can maintain over the long term. Ultimately, the practice of micro-wins becomes more than just a strategy. It becomes a way of living, where growth, confidence, and self-belief are developed step by step, day by day, creating a strong foundation for lasting success.